goal in this video was to present a different perspective on homeless people. The common perception is that they are all bad and that they all got to their position because they were drug addicts or alcohol addicts. We went out to show that it was not all their fault and that they are not all bad and that they simply need to be helped. We went to Central Philly and spent 2.5 hours in the streets of Chinatown and in the alleys of Market East Station to find the homeless people. We found where they would stay during the cold days. We talked to them, gave them food, prayed with them, and tried to find out how their daily lives were and how they got there. As we talked to the homeless, we thought about how Philly was supposedly the city of brotherly love. We thought, how could this really be happening in a city where there's supposed to be everyone helping each other and loving each other? Instead, there was many homeless and many people that were neglected and forsaken. This really should not be happening.
How's your usual day?
Well, basic about the same every day, man. I got jumped last night, but my finger got broke. Got a lot of pain in my head, a lot of pain in my jaw.
We found that not all homeless people are mean. We found that, in fact, they may actually be victims themselves, as evidenced by this video.
It's Thanksgiving, so we're wondering, do you have anything to be thankful for?
I guess not really alive, but I'm not sure that we're coming in and kind of cold and hungry. Not particularly kind of miserable right now because I'm tired, hungry, and I'm kind of lonely.
One of their main physical needs as winter is arriving is shelter from the cold.
That's dealing with far as how I'm being treated. Okay, I'm like rolling ball on, y'all aware. But the whole matter is they gave me a common drug and to fit me in with alcohols and drug addicts. I don't have no substance abuse matter.
As mentioned before, not all homeless are on the streets because they are addicted to drugs and alcohol.
Is this where you live, like you usually are?
I'm a Mason's person, I'm a Mason my birth, and I haven't had lodging even for shelter, I guess, over 5 years or so night.
There are many homeless shelters in Philly, but not nearly enough to house all the homeless that are on the streets.
Do people give you money and food?
Sometimes.
Sometimes are you hungry right now? It's
Yeah.
lunchtime. We have some food for you actually.
I'm hungry.
Okay. It's just a cheeseburger. I mean, just something, I guess, to show that we care for you.
Another major physical need of the homeless is the proper food and nourishment. Although people do give them food, and they do have enough to survive, every day is a battle to find the adequate food.
Well, can we help you in any way? Give you some food? Are you hungry?
Wow, you see, cool. I mean, I don't know. Thank God on that. That's where.
You want some food for later?
Other matter, no. I can't move it so fast, so
Yeah.
I bought a whole, like a steak or something like this, steak
Yeah.
sandwich. And I eat half now and half later, something
That's
like
smart.
that. Right. It saves money too, fast food.
We're actually from Calvary Baptist Christian School, and we're just. What do you know anything about God? Have you heard of God, Jesus, and stuff like that? Do people tell you about that often?
Yeah.
Do you believe in
Yeah.
God? You believe that He died on the cross for your sins?
Yeah.
So, do you go to church sometimes on Sundays?
Yeah, I go sometime.
You go sometimes. Okay. Well,
What church would you usually go to if you go to church?
Down on Broad Street.
Despite their immense physical needs, the homeless' most important need is spiritual. Most of them have never heard the gospel. Although they may seem scary at first, many of them are just hurting souls who want someone to talk to. Most of all, we need to tell them about the good news of salvation that can save them and help them.
you ever heard about God and Jesus and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Do you like believe in?
I believe it's crazy about normal people.
Do you think He cares for you?
Oh,
He cares for you. So, have you ever read a Bible?
very long time ago.
Can we pray for you?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, let's pray. Dear Jesus, thanks for this day, and I pray that you be with, what's your name?
Tyrone.
What?
Tyrone.
And pray that you'd help him as he goes through this process, legal process, that you'd just help him get through it, and pray that you'd be with him and protect him and keep him warm. In Jesus' name, amen. Alright. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.
I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
Look for it tomorrow.
Alright, later.
Okay.
Alright, bye.
Overall in this project, we learned that homeless people are not just scary people that should be avoided, they're needy people that should be helped. We learned that we as Christians should certainly be helping the poor in as many ways as we can. We found that politically, only the physical aspect of homelessness is focused on, instead of the more important spiritual aspect of homelessness. It is clear that God commands us to help the poor in what ways we can. How can we help them? Well, first of all, we could volunteer in soup kitchens and help in homeless shelters. We could pray for the homeless. But most of all, we could go on, one-on-one, and interact with them, share the good news with them. Now granted, some may not want to accept it and it may be dangerous. But there are some who will be willing to listen and accept God's good news of salvation. Lastly, I propose a question. What can you do to help out the homeless this year?